Hello. Welcome to my live video. My name is Jane the Blessed. If it's your first time to welcome me, to join me, thank you so much for joining me. Listen to me, I'm saying to welcome me, to join me. Thank you so much to join me. If you have been my follower for so long, I appreciate you very much from the bottom of my heart. To everyone that shares my video, thank you so much. Thank you. I can never appreciate you enough for the work that each and every one of us play here. It's you that bring people to follow me. It's you that spread the news. It's you that does much of the work on this platform. Myself alone, no matter how good I can be, I can never be able to share the good news. I can never be able to notify everyone of what is happening and how best can I help you. So today, apologies again for yesterday. We could not do a live video nicely because of my interruption with my network. I was not at home where I work, which is my office. I was away. So today we are continuing, or I would love to start afresh regarding truck drivers. So if you know any truck drivers, some call them haulage drivers, some call them long distance drivers, some call them rigid truck drivers. There are so many terminologies that are used to refer to these people that do a very important job in this world, okay? Truck drivers, to someone that doesn't know, truck drivers are those people that carry goods, gas, fuel from one place to another. They carry from one country to another. Some drive continent to continent, okay? I'm talking of South Africa, Zimbabwe, Mozambique, Tanzania, Namibia, Zaire, going up and up. And some in Europe, they do Poland, Germany, France. In America, they do Canada, Brazil, Mexico. These people, they travel all over the world, delivering goods, delivering services, delivering fuel, delivering equipment, delivering all the important things that we use on a day-to-day basis. And there is a huge need for these truck drivers, especially those with experience of carrying, of driving big trailers, those that are willing to drive long distances, like from one country to another, 3 countries, 4 countries. There is a high demand for them abroad, okay? And they earn a lot of money in compared to how much they earn here in Africa, okay? So like here in Africa, I can say the one that earns a lot, that's not even enough for someone that works as a truck driver in Canada, okay? So the most paid truck driver in Africa does not even reach half of what is paid in Canada. So that's how the difference in salaries is between Africa and abroad. So that's my encouragement to everyone to relocate abroad if you're a truck driver and earn a lot of money. So today I did a video to show you how much and what is the difference in salaries, okay? So that you can see. So I calculated, and when I do my research and the people that are there, I see the contracts, I see how much they are paid, I see how much they are offered. So how it is when you are coming from Africa, obviously your salary is not like someone who already have got experience of driving in Canada, okay? So your salary will be a bit low, just like everyone. When you start at a new company, you don't start with a high salary, you start with a low salary. So I gave them options, which you are going to see from someone that earns a lot as a truck driver in Canada and someone that earns less as a truck driver in Canada, so that you can have a rough estimate. If you are already earning this money, definitely there is no need for you to relocate. And this is what I also do when I consult with you. I look at your current salary and tell you how much, the possibilities of how much you'll be earning earning when you are abroad. But we look at it so that we see, is it necessary for you to relocate? Because if you are already making that money here in Africa, there is no need for you to go abroad. Another thing that I also want to highlight is the importance of partners working together when you go abroad. It's not easy. You're going to see in the examples that I'm going to give you that it's not easy to work alone abroad. But it's better when you work as a couple to help each other in terms of savings, okay? So we are going to start looking, when we say someone is working as a truck driver in Canada, what is the minimum amount you are expected to be paid? I'm going to give you the Canadian amount, CAD, US dollar, Canadian dollar, and then I'm going to give you the South African rand. I work with the South African rand because I'm in South Africa, and that's the money that I understand. I can't work with USD because I don't earn USD. I don't understand USD, but I know the value of money with the currency that I use here in South Africa. So I converted these amounts to South African rand so that they make sense for me and I can be able to interpret them to you, okay? So the person that a truck driver that does not earn a lot of money in Canada earns about 53,102 Canadian dollar per month. This amount, if I convert it to South African rands, it's 73,000 rands 921, okay? 73,000 rands 921 rands per month is what you'll be earning in Canada after entering as a new truck driver or someone that does not earn a lot of money in Canada as a truck driver. You'll be making 73,921 rands. And if you are one person, okay, I looked at the expenses like accommodation, food, bills, what. If you are one person in Canada, living in Canada on this minimum salary of 73,921 rands per month, you will need 2,200 Canadian dollars per month, okay? I converted this amount again to South African rands and it's 30,625. This shows you here in South Africa, you can never have expenses for one person coming to 30,625,000 per month, okay? But because you are now living in a developed countries are expensive to live in. So one person, you need 30,625,000 rands, which means I'm going to tell you now how much you'll be saving. As one person earning the little amount as a truck driver, you will be saving 43,296 rands per month. If you are a good saver, you'll be saving 43,296, which is like 43,300, somewhere there. That's the range you'll be saving as a truck driver that does not earn a lot of money. And it's a good amount of money to save, okay? Which gives you a green light as a truck driver that is a single person relocating to Canada. It makes sense because even if you earn less money, you can still save 43,000, which is a lot of money. You can do a lot. Here in South Africa, if you can save 43,000 per month, that tells me you can buy a house worth 4 million. We are looking at nice areas, expensive suburbs, 5-bedroom house with a swimming pool, nice deck area, nice patio, garden, swimming pool. If you live in an estate, again, you can afford this. That shows you a truck driver in Canada who is a single person can earn a lot of money and can invest and save. Okay, now I'm moving. I calculated for a family of 5, which is 3 children, husband and wife. For a family of 5, your monthly expenses, earning the little amount in Canada, your monthly expense is roughly 3,911 Canadian dollars. If I convert 3,911 Canadian dollars to rands, it's about 54,400 443, which shows you a family of 5 in Canada needs 54,400, which is roughly 55,000 rands a month. If you have got 3 children, husband and wife, and only the husband is a truck driver and is working in Canada. And then I look at from the little amount you can earn as a truck driver with a family of 5, how much can you save if you have got a big family like 3 children and a wife? You can save 19,478, roughly 20,000 rands. So if you are a truck driver in South Africa and every month you are saving 20,000 rands, there is no need for you to go to Canada. But if you are a truck driver with 3 children, husband and wife, and you are not saving 20,000 rands, then it makes sense for you to relocate to Canada, because your life, your family's life, and your children's life will be way better when you're in Canada than when you are in Africa. Because if you can save 20,000 rands, that means you can buy a house for 2 million. 2 million here in South Africa, we are looking at 2-bedroom apartments. You can buy that. You can afford to pay monthly. If you can save it that 20,000 rands over 5 years, over 7 years, 8 years, that means you can afford to buy an apartment for 2 million cash in South Africa. So it's a good green light for that. But I just want to show you again, on this minimum salary, I would say it's best that my advice will be, if you have got a big family, it's best that the husband go ahead. If you want to invest quicker and save quicker in Africa, the husband goes ahead, works as an individual person so that he can save a lot of money, sends it back home whilst the wife and children are still in South Africa, and invest. When you are done building 2 or 3 properties, that's 2 to 3 years, then the wife and children can follow. Because it's easier to do projects when you are in Africa than when you are abroad. It's very difficult. Canada is far away, and you are a family of 5, it's going to be difficult for the 5 of you to buy tickets every holiday or every year to come back to Africa. It's going to be very expensive for you and impossible, which is going to make you to stay longer before you come home and do your projects. That's why I give this advice. But if you say you can live apart, oh good, you can go, but your wife must also be able to go to be working so that you can increase your savings. When you go abroad, it's not only about you eating nice food, being in Canada. No, it doesn't make sense if you can't invest. If you go abroad, if you are living in the diaspora, you should be able to save and invest. Failing to save and invest is like you are wasting your time just living in the diaspora. If you move from South Africa to UK and you are struggling to save, you just change location of struggling, but you are not making sense financially, because financially, your finances must change. Your finances must improve. You must save and make money. So are you only equipping truck drivers only? No, it's just yesterday and today that I'm doing a topic for truck drivers, okay? I have neglected them the whole of this year. So they've requested from them that talk about us. That's why I'm giving them information. Now we move to the amount of money, the highest amount of money a truck driver can earn in Canada, okay? The maximum amount a truck driver can earn in Canada per month is 90,275 Canadian dollars. If I convert 90,275 Canadian dollars into rands, it becomes 127,666 rands per month, 125,666 per month in rands, which is a lot of money. How many truck drivers are earning 100,000 here in Africa? None. How many truck drivers are earning half of it here in South Africa? None. How many truck drivers are earning 45,000 per month here in Africa? None. The maximum truck drivers can earn or a range when they overwork is 35 to 38,000, below 40,000. That's one that doesn't stay at home, works non-stop, doesn't take leave, doesn't get sick, doesn't rest, which is a very risky life. And you still weigh way less below what you can make working normal hours abroad. Okay, so 125,000 rands is a lot of money. Okay, and how much? Let's look now at the individual maximum. Okay, I started with the minimum expenses. Now I'm looking, let's say you live in an expensive city in Canada. For example, Toronto. You are working in Toronto as a truck driver. Toronto is the capital city of Canada and one of the most expensive cities in Canada to live in. So let's say you are living in the expensive city in Canada. How much are your monthly expenses for one person? So you will need 3,900 Canadian dollars per month, which is a lot of money. So 3,900 Canadian dollars per month, that's about 54,289 on expenses only. Okay, but because you're on a high pay rate, okay, you can still save as one person, one truck driver living alone in Canada. You can save 71,337 after deducting your expenses, which is way less. You'll be earning way more than me per month in Canada, okay? You'll be saving way more than me per month in Canada. Not earning, but saving way more than me living in South Africa as a professional. You'll be making and saving more than me as an individual person, because 71,000 in savings per month is a lot of money. Now let's move again to a family of 5. Husband, wife, and 3 children. That's a standard family. That's my family. That's why I normally work with it. So that's a standard family of 5, husband, wife, and 3 children. How much will you be saving? What are your expenses for a family of 5? A family of 5, you will need 5,230 Canadian dollars per month. If I convert it to South African rands, it's scary. It's 72,802 rands per month. Family of 5, you need 72,802 per month if you are living in an expensive city in Canada and your husband is working or your wife is working as a truck driver in Canada. Still, you will be saving. How much will be the family of 5 saving? You will be saving 52,857 rands per month, which is more than 2,000 US dollars in savings per month. And it's a lot of money. So you see, the highest money you can earn in Canada allows you to save a lot, but it also increases your expenses if you are living in an expensive city. But again, the biggest savings is on one person living alone in Canada. Individual person always save more than a family in Canada. But if a family, husband and wife works in Canada, they can save more than a single person in Canada. Okay, this shows you it's expensive to live in the diaspora if you're a big family. That's why you see many people in the diaspora, they don't have big families, because it comes with a lot of costs compared to individual people or one family member is working. So it's best for couples when you are willing to go abroad as a couple with more than 3 children. Be willing for both of you to work. Otherwise, you are going to be doing hand to mouth. Okay. I also advise couples not to, if you decide to relocate, stop having small children. Don't go with the children below 5 years abroad, because you are going to be wasting a lot of money. For example, daycare, you need about 2,000 Canadian dollars, up to 3.5 Canadian dollars for one child that is below 5 years. So that shows you it's expensive to have children abroad in the diaspora. So it's best to go to children that can go to school and can go to aftercare. Okay? So roughly, this is a guide for those that wants to go abroad, but I can do a personalized one when you consult with me and you apply. I direct you much of the cities where you can go and work in Canada as a truck driver, which are affordable, which are cheaper, where you can save a lot as well. Okay, and then now we move to what are the requirements? I'm going to show you there are a lot of jobs for truck drivers. You must just know where to apply. Where do foreigners apply? For those that are in subscription page, I always give you the links, and a lot of people are getting jobs. But don't just expect if you apply 10 jobs, you get a job. Submit a lot of jobs so that you increase your chances, okay? Someone was asking me in comment section, Sisi Ginny, do you do only truck drivers? No, I do a lot of careers. I do farm managers in Canada. I do commercial workers. I do, this is the one that I was doing today. I do software developers and engineers. I do project managers in construction industry. I do drillers in the oil and gas industry. I do nurses, licensed nurses. I do web designers, developers. I do a lot of careers, electricians, civil engineers, welders. There are so many careers that I touch, and I also do deal with a lot of students also that are relocating. But the sad news is for other jobs like visitors visa, last year I saw a lot of rejections. Canada has been rejecting a lot of visitors, South Africans, non-South Africans. I don't know why, but the rejection has just been increased. But critical skills visas were coming out, permanent residents were coming out, those from linear employers were coming out. So you need to know which employers to apply, and yeah, just be careful. I know a lot of agencies who charge 250,000. People used them and all visas were rejected. So please don't waste your money paying 250,000, 100,000 to these agencies. If you don't have the requirements, even if you have the requirements, you don't know unique things, or you are not in touch with lawyers in Canada, your visa can be rejected. But if you work with linear registered employers, if you know what to do, your visa will not be rejected. I have been having a high number of visas approvals, and I can show you visas have been approved. Today, I actually received another permanent residence of a truck driver from here in South Africa relocating to Canada. So it depends on the person that you work with, how they do your paperwork, and it's not about money, it's about the passion of helping. I charge 2,000 rands consultation fee. But trust me, I help people who are polite and who understand that you're only paying for consultation. Anything I do is out of love. I help them write through contracts, accepting contracts, going through paperwork, going through biometrics. I do it with you. I've got so much experience in that, and I've seen a high rate of visa outcome. For Canada, with my experience, I can tell you I've got an 80% pass rate, which is very good for someone who is not an agent. I do the work of an agent, but I don't call myself an agent because I'm not registered. I just don't want to study. I'm still thinking about it, but I don't want to study and be registered. But I've got an 80% pass rate in terms of visas outcome compared to registered agents. And they can tell you, anyone who goes through Jean the Blessed, they get. And because of that, I keep on getting clients. And because of that, that's why it's difficult for you, even if you pay today, to get an appointment date for me, because I've got clients from all over the world. I'm helping people in UK migrating to Canada. I help people in America migrating to Canada. I work with people in Poland to go to Australia. I do the whole world. So I've got clients from all over the world. I help one family member. They refer the other family members. So that's how I keep on getting clients, and it works, but not for everyone. Sometimes it doesn't work for certain people. It's beyond me. You know, you might have everything, but it doesn't work for you. It happens, guys. It's like, just like you, when you're doing anything, it doesn't always work. But I can tell you, I do have 85% good positive outcome on everything that I put my hands on. That's why I always tell people what I do. You can try anyone. They'll never have an outcome because it's not me. That's one thing I've understood. It's not me. I believe is the grace of God. So sometimes it depends, whom do you work with? Some people, they may be registered and all that, but they do not have the grace for relocation. That's why I call myself a blessed relocation expert. Because I realize what I do is not by my intelligence, is not by how smart I am, it's not by how educated I am, but it's the grace of God. Sometimes God gives you the grace to do the impossible. God gives you the guidance, the wisdom. God connects you to right people, right network, so that you've got knowledge to do everything. Okay, so guys, this is what I wanted to say. What is needed? Someone asked the question, Sisi Ginny, what is needed for truck driver? For truck driver, number one, you need experience, okay? So I've seen that people with more than 10 years experience get jobs quicker than people with less than 10 years experience. Number two, I've realized that people who have got exposure of doing cross-border, that knows the terminology used, the bill of quantities, etc., get quick response. I've also realized that truck drivers who have got experience in driving dangerous goods, like who have got HESCAM, truck drivers know what it means when I say HESCAM. That's the license you get here in Africa for driving dangerous goods like gases, fuel, petrol. They get jobs quicker than truck drivers who doesn't have HESCAM. I've also seen that truck drivers who has got forklift experience get jobs quicker than truck drivers who doesn't have. And I've also seen that truck drivers who have genuine work experience get jobs quicker than truck drivers who fake experience. Yes, I do have some who fake experience on their CVs, but when your friends or relatives are called, they don't recommend you and the employers ignore you. Some employers, before they give you interviews, they call your references first. After calling your references, that's when they schedule an interview. So I've realized that things like that affect your applications. So yeah, those are the most important thing. And then number 6, you need your passport, obvious, which must have many years still valid and clean blank pages. Number 7, you need a clean police clearance, clean criminal record. Number 8, your passport must never have been banned in any country in Africa or anywhere. It must be clean. Number 9, you must be willing to be tested, and some refer you for testing, and you must be able to communicate in English, speak English, and be available for your interview, whether it's middle of the night here, AM here, be available for your interview. And the other challenge that truck drivers face is the application. If you are not willing to apply, unfortunately, that's a huge struggle, okay? But let me tell you, truck drivers, Canada is good for you. Truck drivers, Canada is taking you. You are remaining here in Africa because you are lazy to apply, because you don't have time to apply. I've seen truck drivers relocating with their wives applying for them. You just attend an interview. So it works again, teamwork, okay? And when it comes to relocation, I always tell truck drivers when they consult with me, please stop mujolo things. Stop these things that, like application. When you are doing your application, it's a time to be close to God. So if you know you don't want to have a good relationship with your Father in heaven, because trust me, Only God opens doors of opportunities. So if you don't want to pray, you remain here in Africa. All the truck drivers that have relocated, trust me, they've prayed for these opportunities. They have taken time to pray to God. Not just your wife praying for you, but you as an individual, whilst you are driving, whatever you are doing your work, pray for yourself. God is the only one who opens doors of opportunities. I'll repeat again. Only God can open doors of opportunities. I have seen people who doesn't know how to use Gmail, who didn't know how to apply. They are in Canada now, and their visa took less than 7 months. It was out, and that those people are in Canada already. So that shows you God is not a respecter of education. He doesn't look at how educated you are. If you ask God and you are willing to submit yourself before Him, God will open doors of opportunities for you. Without education, without any knowledge, God will do it for you, because heaven and earth belongs to you. Canada belongs to Him. America belongs to Him. Australia belongs to God. The whole world belongs to Him. If He wants you to go, He will send an investor to come to South Africa so that he just meets you, so that he takes you. I've got so many people who are in Europe right now working as waiters. They saved an investor or someone on holiday who has got hotels in Europe. They're in Europe now. So God will send someone for you, just for you. I have seen people who work as domestic workers. A visitor comes to their house. You save that visitor. That visitor likes you so much that they take you to America. So God does not, you cannot tell God what to do. He will create an opportunity specifically for you. It doesn't matter you clean the road. It doesn't matter where you are. God is able to do it for you. Have a clean heart. Forgive those that have hurt you. Forgive those that have disappointed you. Have a pure heart. Don't think evil of anyone. If you have done wrong to anyone, submit yourself, apologize, ask for forgiveness, and God will forgive you. That person will forgive you, but be willing to ask for forgiveness. Because some people, the main reason you cannot cross over is because you haven't asked for forgiveness for the people that you wronged. You have hurt people. Unforgiveness hinders progress. Unforgiveness, stubbornness hinders progress. Majority of us are stuck in life because we are stubborn. Majority of us are stuck in life because we say, I will never ask for forgiveness. But you know you did something wrong to someone. God is the creator of everyone, and God loves humble people. God loves meek people. God loves people when they are wrong. They say, I did wrong. I'm sorry. Learn to say sorry. Some people, the things that is hindering your progress is the failure to say sorry. I don't know who you wronged, but you know. Some of you, my brothers, you are not taking care of your children. That hinders your progress. Let me tell you something. Children are a gift from God. You neglect your children, you touch God. You are not fixing your baby mother, but you are fixing God. And you cannot fix God because He is God. So some of you, if you are married with a man that has got children, make sure your husband takes care of his children. Make sure your husband is sending his children to school. Make sure your husband is providing for his children. Because if he doesn't, you are also going to suffer. Children are very sensitive to God. You neglect. I feel sorry for people who doesn't take care of their blood. It's a curse. You can pray, you can do anything you want. If you don't ask for forgiveness, if you don't take care of your blood, if you don't take care of your parents, if you neglect your wife, you will never succeed in life. Don't make women cry for you. Don't make women cry for you. I know some of my brothers, you hate women. Please go and apologize. Just say, my baby mama, please forgive me for leaving you. Please forgive me for leaving you. Please forgive me for neglecting you and my child. You know your life. You know what you did. You know how many children you have. You know where are the children. Just go and apologize to that woman. Sometimes all you need is to say, I am sorry. The moment that woman, whether she answers you or she doesn't, but the moment that forgiveness goes to her, she will forgive you and the doors will start opening. Don't fight with your wife if you are married when you want to relocate. Be at peace with everyone. Be at peace with your children. Be at peace with your wife. Be at peace with everyone as far as you can, and leave the rest to God. Apply like there is no tomorrow, and you will come back here with your testimony. To those that say, Sissy Jeannie, I did not hear where this video starts, you can rewatch this video, but as you know, Facebook is deleting videos. So if you want to see much of my videos for truck drivers for different opportunities, go to my YouTube channel and watch. My YouTube channel is Jean the Blessed. Make sure you subscribe. I also put a lot of opportunities. Make sure here on Facebook, I've got a subscription page. You can ask in my page inbox, subscribe to that Facebook subscription page so that you can get links to apply for these jobs and opportunities I share with you. Every single day, I post different opportunities for truck drivers, cruise ships, nannies, island caregivers, UK caregivers, Canada, America, Australia. I post different opportunities. All you will be doing is applying. Make sure you subscribe. Just ask for the link to subscription page here on Facebook and subscribe and apply. If you have got any question, feel free to ask in my page inbox here. They will help you. I love you very much. I tell you all these things because I do not want anything to affect your application. I don't want you to remain here in Africa if you really want to relocate abroad. I love you very much, and may the good Lord bless you. May God increase you. If you just started watching, please rewatch the video or go on my YouTube to watch the full video again. Please share these videos to as many truck drivers as you can. Remember, sharing a video is also helping. You know, when you help someone, God helps you also. So that's my encouragement for you today. I love you very much. God bless you. I'll see you again tomorrow with another video with new opportunities. God bless you. Please share this video. Just share it on your profile. Share it on your profile. Just click share video and I'll appreciate. Thank you very much.